Hey everybody, welcome back to I guess almost a winter edition of Keith's Beer Reviews. Weather's been crazy here the last few days. Had nothing but storms yesterday and the day before and most of this morning. Woke up, it was cold this morning, it was in the 40s, never got out of the 40s, the temperature's dropping. We may have snow by this evening or in the morning, so this rain that we're getting is probably going to turn to snow. Wish spring would get here sometime. So anyway, this is a great time for a winter warmer. It's just cold and awful and just raw and biting outside. It's a terrible, terrible day. So I'm going to do one. I have no idea the age on it. From the, and I know I'll butcher the pronunciation, the Nøgne brewery out of Norway. I'm sure Peter, the master of hoppets, will correct me on the pronunciation. This is one that's a collaboration with Jolly Pumpkin and Stone Brewing from here in the States. Going to do their special holiday ale. Like I said, no idea of the date on this. There's a thing on the label that says batch number. It's blank. Brygget, B-R-Y-G-G-E-T, whatever that means, is blank. And best for, with the O being the circle with the slash through it. No date there, nothing there. So I don't have a best by date, I don't have a batch number, don't have anything. So a little bit off the bottle from the website. It says this is the second release of Special Holiday Ale, which was first brewed in San Diego in 2008. This one was brewed at in Norway, at Grimstad, Norway, at the brewery. Each brew is following the same recipe, including Michigan chestnuts, white sage from Southern California, and Norwegian juniper berries. But differences in brewing and aging practices produce different beers. Cheers to being different. Skål. Ingredients, it says Grimstad water, malted barley, malted rye, malted oats, hops, they don't say what kind, white sage, carraway, juniper berries, chestnuts, and yeast. Comes in at 8.5% ABV, 50 IBUs. Definitely a holiday ale, definitely a winter warmer. So let me get this in the glass. No hiss or anything from there. Got a nice glug on that pour. You can tell it's going to be thick. I'll probably just pour that much and seal the bottle up, save the rest for later. Using my Duvel glass here. It poured when it's pouring, it looked almost brown, but that's black in the dark brown, almost black in the glass. Little hints of mahogany around the edges. Got a pinky of a nice, almost chocolate covered head. Nice looking dark beer. So let me give it a nose. Like I said, this was first brewed in 2008, so this is the second release. No telling when this is brewed. This could have been brewed in 2009, but let's see what we got. Okay, I'm getting a lot of malts on this. Some of the spices, a little bit of that juniper, almost like a spruce-like note. Maybe a light chocolate underneath. Got some of those spices though, almost like a little pumpkin pie in here. Some pumpkin, nutmeg, cinnamon. But it's mostly just a dark, roasted, malty beer for sure. So not getting a ton of that spiciness, but anyway, let me give it a taste. Okay, now the juniper really comes out in that. The initial taste is definitely getting those dark roasted malts, the barley, the what do they say, barley, rye. You get a little of that rye spiciness in there. The oats, there's a nice smoothness to it, so you can tell that's coming from the oats. Finish is really spicy though. That's some of that comes out, definitely getting that juniper, definitely some of that spicy rye, a little bit of sage. You get the spices on the finish, that's for sure. There's maybe even some hints of clove and allspice in there. Almost could be a pumpkin beer, except there's not a ton of pumpkin flavor to it, but it's got a lot of those pumpkin-like spices, that's for sure. Pumpkin pie-like spices, so definitely I can tell from the way it poured, the glugginess, that it's a nice thick beer, that's for sure. It's definitely on the fuller mouthfeel side. Very smooth. Hey, sorry about that. There's somebody at the door. Damn Jesus freaks anyway. Yeah, this is a nice, like I said, starting to say, it's on the nice thick mouthfeel. I could tell from the pour that it was going to be fairly thick. It's definitely on the fuller side of things. Very smooth though. The rye is shown through really nice. Got that nice rye spiciness that I really like. Really soft, mild carbonation. Lots of tiny bubbles on the palate. That's kind of cleansing. A little bit of alcohol warming. You don't really taste the 8.5%, but you can feel it a little bit as it's starting to go down, that's for sure. Good tasting beer so far, so let me let this warm up a bit, and I will come back after a while with the final thoughts and grade. Oh, okay, I'm back. It's been, half an hour or so. This has warmed up considerably. As this warmed up, I noticed there's a lot more of the dark fruits. Plums primarily, a little bit of raisin. Some of that's coming out that weren't so evident before. They may have been there way in the background before, but they've really come out. This has turned into an almost, except for the yeast, this has turned into an almost quad-like beer. It's very tasty. I don't know what to think of it. Definitely that juniper has really come out though, even more. I mean, this is definitely a dark, fruity, spicy beer as it's warmed up. Definitely, I think it's one that's meant to be drank warmer. It's interesting. It's really a nicely done beer. Well blended. Everything just goes well together. All those different tastes. The barley and the rye and the oats. The smoothness I think comes mostly from the oats. Really a tasty beer. It's definitely a holiday beer with all those spices, that's for sure. All it's missing is that pumpkin note, because it's got all the pumpkin pie spices. So it somehow, it's good. It's darn good, but it just somehow doesn't quite make the point of what I'd call spectacular. Darn good beer. I was thinking about giving it a 9, but then I look at this label and I see all these places for a batch number, for the brigget, whatever that is. But the best for, there's no date of any kind on there, not knowing the age. That's going to knock it down a half a point. So the Nøgne in conjunction with Jolly Pumpkin and Stone Brewing, their special holiday ale, is going to get an 8.5 out of 10 for me. So till next time, everybody, cheers. Let's keep drinking good beer.